People move for two reasons. They're in pain or they think they're going to be in pain. Current pain and future pain are the reasons why we stay put. But if you can't get them into the pain, they stay put, right? It's our job as salespeople to not tell them how great we are. It's to get them to feel the pain again and again and again. And I know it's uncomfortable. What we want to do is we want to get to the emotional questions, because the emotional questions do what? It opens the prospect up. Interest rates are high, prices are high, the economy's tough, right? We're not sure what we're doing. Call me back next month. Call me back in 3 months. Call me back next year. Oh, we're still going to just rent. Oh, we think this is going to happen, right? You get all of these basic objections. And the reason why is because we are staying at a surface level point. We need to figure out how to build what's called a gap. One of the things that we work a lot with our private clients inside the Real Estate Sales Academy, that's our advanced program where we meet multiple times a week to go over advanced tonality, advanced scripting, right? Call reviews. One of the big challenges that our clients have is they've been taught to ask these surface level questions, right? And if you're asking surface level questions, right, what kind of responses do you think your prospect is going to give you? Exactly, a surface level answer. So what we need to learn, right? What we need to learn is how do we ask better questions, right? How do we get the prospect to actually want to open up with us? And the challenge is that most of us are taught the same thing, right? So if we look at like a diagram here and we think about questions, right? This would be surface level, right? That everybody asks. What we want to do is we want to get to the emotional questions, right? Because the emotional questions do what? It opens the prospect up, right? It gets the prospect to open up and they're happy. But here, they're indifferent. Here, when you're at surface level questions, the prospect's going to give you the standard objections. We want to wait. We're not in a rush. Interest rates are high. Prices are high. The economy's tough, right? We're not sure what we're doing. Call me back next month. Call me back in 3 months. Call me back next year. Oh, we're still going to just rent. Oh, we think this is going to happen, right? You get all of these basic objections. And the reason why we get these objections is because we are staying at a surface level point. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how to build what's called a gap, right? The difference between their present state and their future state is what we call a gap. And the bigger the gap, the more need the prospect has. The way we build gaps is we listen, we probe, we clarify, and we ask trust, rapport, influence, sales questions. So one of the questions that our clients are asking that's working exceptionally well is, hey, so, like, especially like with online leads or, open houses. So, hey, what's different about this property than what you're currently living in? Hey, Bob, like, what's different about this neighborhood than where you're currently at, right? And they'll be like, oh, well, our neighborhood's nice, but, and after the but, and this is where I see a lot of like novice salespeople, like they cut the person off because they think they have enough information, but you don't want to cut the person off. You want to let them talk. Well, we blah, 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 blah. We really like our home, but the kitchen's small. The backyard's getting a little cramped. We got a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. So with the trampoline and the barbecue, right? We just don't have a lot of space to entertain. Oh, interesting, right? So we got a small kitchen. We got a small backyard. We got a 4-year-old. We got an 8-year-old. So what's going on with your current home? Like, how big is it? Oh, it's just a 3-bed, 2-bath. Anytime somebody says it's like just, right? Like if you had a mansion, you're not gonna be like, oh, I just have 16,000 square feet. Like I got a 16,000 square foot, 8-car garage, pool, backyard, 3 acres, tennis courts, fountains, right? But if it's small or you're kind of outgrown it, you're like, oh, I just got like a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's more of like a townhouse. The way they describe it is they play it down. What would be different? Like if you guys had this 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath home on this 18,000 square foot lot that feeds into Cherry Crest Elementary School, how would your life be different than it is currently, right? You guys, present, future, right? present, future, pain is in the middle. The more we get them to live their pain, the more they tell us their pain. So how would life be different? If you want more training, right? If you like this kind of sales training, right? Go join me inside the Real Estate Sales Dojo on Facebook. There's a link below, and we meet a couple of times a week where I do some live basic training, go in depth a little bit into our portal. If you want advanced training, if you want our full online portal that teaches you the buyer presentation, the listing presentation, open houses, expired, how to call people, what not to say, why do we trigger sales resistance, how to raise our status instead of lowering our status, right? Even how to show up to a door when you're doing a listing presentation, right? You guys, we did $150 million in sales just in expired listings, right? Like there's a method to showing up at the door, right? We teach all of that inside of our group portals and our group training calls, right? So if you want more of that, right? The more they go into depth, the more you can allow them to feel the pain. People move for two reasons, right? They're in pain or they think they're going to be in pain. Current pain and future pain are the reasons why we stay put, all right? Or it's the reason why we move. But if you can't get them into the pain, they stay put, all right? So it's our job as salespeople, right? It's our job as salespeople to not tell them how great we are. It's to get them to feel the pain again and again and again. And I know it's uncomfortable, but it's also uncomfortable for you to be sitting at home wondering why some agents are crushing it no matter what. And some agents are always like, oh my God, if I just had one more deal, I'd be able to pay my bills. All right. So, hey, remember, we need to build the gap. We need to build pain, present, future, easy way to build a gap, probe, clarify, let the prospect talk, let them elaborate, and then we could go to the second step. I'll see you guys on the next training. If you like this content, like, subscribe, share this with some friends, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy selling.